Hello and welcome to another Metin2 video. Today I want to talk with you about the Hydra technique. I think the technique is better than the items, like it's more important than the items. So I'm gonna keep saying like things that I notice around when I do the Hydra, the most important things. So, first of all, I think one of the most important things in doing the Hydra is that you have to leave your guy attacking the Hydra like with the space locked, man. Maybe you're wondering, what do you mean with the space locked? Well, you keep pressing space and then you get out of the screen. And now you don't press space anymore, but your guy still attacks. And then there's the second evolution of this, which is switching from one guy to the other. There is a way that you can switch, like if you keep the space button pressed and then you switch on this guy, you release the space and then you press it fast enough again, the other guy will start attacking, which is great. But I noticed that sometimes the other guy stops and I don't notice, because maybe you notice if you have smaller screens, so maybe that's not a problem for you. But especially in the beginning, when you have the power of ice, if you have items with power of ice, every time when you start attacking the Hydra, for the X amount of seconds you have power of ice, if you mess up and your guy doesn't attack for those seconds, that run is very much compromised. So what I like to do is click outside of the window first. So I keep holding space and then I click off the window and then I can let go of the space. And next time when I get onto one of these dudes, I start pressing space again, but it's a lot more safer. This method, maybe it's a little slower, but it's impossible to make the guys not attack for a few seconds. That's why I like it. Like, it's foolproof. It's fail-proof, not foolproof. It's fail-proof. So I think it's better to do something a little more complicated than risking failing the run, because your clumsy fingers cannot let go of the space and press space again in a very short period of time. This way you don't have to worry about anything. Also, about the drop, I don't know if anybody cares about this. Somebody told me before that I should... Oh my god, I gotta throw some armor. Oh, actually I have the belt. Somebody told me that I have to have a double drop. For the Hydra, double drop doesn't matter. It matters you will get more experience rings from this chest. You will get more ebony, a little more ebony chests, but I don't know, man, you get plenty even without. And some Book of Forgetfulness, you get more of these, which I don't really need, man. That's the problem, like. But it will not affect your Hydra drops. It will affect the like iron chest or stuff like this. Not really worth, in my opinion, the investment. The Hydra chest will drop the same, and this time I think I got none, man. What? I got one at least. Okay, it's horrible, but at least I've got one. Good, done. Hydra is done. Another thing about the technique, maybe you saw. Let me show you the screen. So I finished the Hydra. I was on channel 1, now I enter channel 2, and if I enter this guy and this girl at the same time, you will notice that the guy will be teleported on this island and the girl will not be teleported. But if you break the party, the girl will be sent back on the continent in Cape. It's great because this way you don't have to walk all the way with 2 characters. Well, I don't actually walk the way with 2 characters. I'm gonna show you here. I've got my wonderful shaman, and because my guy is married with the shaman, I can teleport him with the teleportation ring. I mean, it's not the teleportation ring, with the wedding ring. I can teleport him next to the shaman. And this way, this short... Oh, I have to be on channel 1, and that's very important. Remember to switch channels. But this shortens your... Hydra run, because if you would have to walk, that would be a part of the run. Sometimes you have, I don't know, I usually spend 6 to 7 minutes, and I'm quite sad at the moment because I usually do the Hydra with a Lican too. I'm gonna show you. So another thing about the Hydra run, Lican. Some people don't use a Lican. Lican is very important. It's super important. Lican gives 25% attack speed, and maybe you're wondering why I need 25%, because you can get 200% attack speed without any Lican. Well, the second Hydra gives you an attack speed debuff, I think 30%. And that's when the Lycan comes in place, because if you have this, the second debuff of the Hydra doesn't apply, at least to one guy. I think to both guys, because it lasts for a long time, this thing. Even with the guy you make the clear, you get the buff. So you get full attack speed on both of them on the second head, which matters. I'm telling you, before this guy, I was not able to make the Hydra with these two dudes without the Shaman inside. Once I made this guy, I can make the Hydra without the Shaman inside. So, hooray for the Lycan. And the best thing you want to do, my Lycan is level 90 and this girl's level 120, so I cannot marry them. Best thing is you marry your Shaman to the first guy and you marry your Lycan to the second guy, and then you shorten your run with about 30 seconds because you don't have to log them out and change the channel anymore. You just close both of them, and then by the time the 20 minutes mark will happen here for the next run, you can enter. When you enter, both of them are out on the island, on the new continent, as you can call it, where you can make Gaia, and then you just teleport them both with the wedding rings and they both get here. Like 30 seconds or maybe like 40 seconds even you save if you do that. So that's my next goal. I'm gonna level up this Lycan to level 105, but not yet. First I have another ninja here. She's level 115. Hard to say, hard to see. She's doing the Seer, the event, man. Super cool. I'm glad I can do this while I level up. I will level her up to 120, and then I'm gonna start making Hydras with her. It's better if you make Hydras with two ninjas than if you make Hydras with a warrior and a ninja. And then I'm gonna get this guy married to a beautiful ninja woman. And then I'm not sure you can marry woman with woman in Metin, but we're gonna find out. I think you can. I don't think Metin got escaped the progressive movement that happened a few years ago, so I'm pretty sure you can marry woman with woman. But we will see. Maybe you can't. Maybe Metin2 is traditionalist. Well, I was wrong. You cannot marry the same genders, which is quite a bummer. We have to report Metin2. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have to make this girl a boy just because of the name. Beyond that, it doesn't matter for if it's a boy or a girl. She will be a boy, and the other girl, she has a Romanian name. She will be a girl. Continue to be a girl. I kind of got used to this being a girl, so yeah, it's gonna be tough for me to change it, but I will have to if I want to optimize my run considerably. 40 seconds saved, man, that's a lot. Alright, now I'm gonna show you how to enter the dungeon. My time, as you can saw, struck 24 minutes, which is 4 minutes later. That's alright, this time my transformation marbles, man, I didn't keep track of them, and I did not have another one when the one that I was using expired. Let's see how many minutes. Always check your transformation marbles, that's important. So, Lycan, we kick him out. Shaman, we buff. Something's wrong with the Shaman, man. What the hell? My alchemy expired. God damn it. That's fine, that's fine. I have buffer. I can do this too. I'm gonna fix her later. And we enter all aboard. Yeah. And we make these small later. Always give attack. Attack is very important. If you didn't make your leadership, you should make it. It matters a lot. So, as you can see, I changed the characters and now I start a timer. We have to wait about 30 seconds before the Hydra begins. That's important. If you don't want, you're gonna lose your buffs and you're gonna lose your consumption items. We stay here, nothing gets lost. Alright, 30 seconds have passed. If you wait too long, they're gonna kick you out, so yeah, be careful. We enter about 10 seconds before. Something's missing from here. My penetration things, they also expired. Okay. I like to put these on 2, 3, and 4. And every time I go down the stairs, I press to 3 and 4. I think that's a very important thing. So, you saw I hit the Siren Queen. First thing you should do is hit the Siren Queen, because if you do so, she will attack only you. She will not attack the center thing that you have to protect. And this way you're gonna have more mast HP left when you do the Hydra. Also, very important, I talk after I did it already. When the minions or whatever they are, monsters come around the mast, you should focus on the biggest group. That also helps. If you start with like clockwise, that's good, but sometimes the more you kill initially, the less damage the mast will get. So at least look for a group of 4. That's very important. Prioritize bigger groups when you kill them. Sometimes that's impossible. Sometimes they just push you or something, like super annoying. But if you can, just focus on like groups of 4. If you use the savage minion, it's nice. You see I get between them and I kill 3-4 at the same time. If you use a dog, it's gonna be a little harder, but still try to focus on the biggest group always. Also, when they come, like, try to kill them before they come. Also, it matters, because every time, I don't know, every time I did that, the mast had more HP than if I am late with the clear and stuff like that. Also, another thing, so when you see 10 seconds there, you enter with your ninja. That's very important. And you position your guy, man, facing that way. You're gonna see why. You see my ninja faces this way. I pre-positioned the ninja so I can directly go for the stairs. Same with the warrior. I positioned him before teleportation, and after he got teleported, he got perfectly positioned for running. Now when you do the Hydra, both of them are positioned, because the warrior will face this way, like, oh, attack, man, this way, and the ninja will face this way. Every time they're gonna go the opposite directions from before. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope I'm not gonna die here. I'm gonna use a full. I wasn't paying attention because I explained too much. And you look for the Hydra HP. 3,800,000. That's not great. It's good if it's 3,900,000, but we are on the verge, so we don't have to worry. Maybe numbers are different depending on what items you have. If you've got amulets, numbers maybe are different. I already told you about the technique, how to block your space, but very, very important, man. Very important. You should go down the stairs so fast, man. Like, every millisecond matters in the beginning for some reason. Like, if you're a little late, the HP that you're gonna finish this, the mast HP, will vary so much just because you're a little late. I strongly believe that almost the most important thing in the Hydra is how you go down those stairs, man. And some people do it from a very far away view. I don't like that. I like it. You will see when I get teleported right now. Like, you get teleported. If you can, you click on here. Sometimes you get glitch and you can run faster. Then you click down there, something like where you would like to turn, like there. And then you turn your screen and you directly go. Sometimes, now I won't be able to show you, sometimes you can turn your screen on the warrior too. Or like on the second character. So when you have to move with him, you turn the screen when you click downstairs. And then you just press W to go forward. It's like a millisecond, but it really matters somehow. The first few seconds of the Hydra, if you can, even one hit, if you can deal extra damage to the Hydra for the final result, will matter a lot. Now, another thing about what we have to do. We wait for the 30% warning before we use any green potions. It's good to use a green potion, but don't use it before the 30-second warning, a 30 HP warning, because the Hydra will take your potion away. But if you use it right after the message disappears, most of the times you're gonna keep your potion until almost the end, and that's it. We change the character on the main guy, or on the guy that we don't want to break the chest with, and we break the chest with the warrior. So we don't have many names here, and then it's gonna make our situation more complicated. I'm not sure how much space in the inventory I have. I hope I have enough for everything. Another thing, man, don't stay and read what's on the ground. It's such a waste of time. You're gonna get the don't pick the rings, man. That's maybe if you need them, pick them, but it's a waste of time to read what you have on the ground. The faster you finish the run, the less of your consumption items you use, and that's very important. As you saw, my name didn't disappear there from the items, which means I was very fast. And usually I even like, usually I exit the Metins. Sometimes if you leave them too much running, they disconnect your stuff like that. So I like to close them after each Hydra. I noticed that if I do that, the chance for me to get disconnected or relogged or like for the Metin to just disappear is almost zero. I don't do this now because then you're gonna see my account. I don't want you to do that. But yeah, we finished it. It's 7 minutes. We're 7 minutes in. We're out with everybody. Everything's perfect. And now we have to wait until the minute strikes 20 because the timer for the Hydra starts when you click on the wheel. There's a wheel there for driving the ship and you press start the voyage. That's when the run starts, and from that point on you have to wait 20 minutes. So now we're gonna wait 20 minutes. I'm gonna think if I forgot to tell you something about the technique. I know I wanted to tell you something at one point, but then I got caught with something else because things were happening. But yeah, I'll pay attention and I'll tell you if there's anything you need to know. Alright boys, 20 minutes have passed. We're gonna enter our dudes and we're gonna do one more Hydra to recap what I told you before. Okay, everybody's here. Group invitation, yes, yes. There we go. So we have the attack from the party, that's very important. And after that, we enter. We start the ship, voyage, and then we position our guys, man. Very important. You see how I position the ninja to that way? And actually the warrior too, this time to that way, because I like to start in that position better. But the most important thing is the ninja, the second guy you have to be positioned. The most important thing is for the ninja to be positioned properly. I'm gonna enter 25 seconds because I messed up the start. I start a little late, but that's fine. It's good when you remember when you start. And also I should put potions here. Last run, man, I failed the last run. I forgot to get potions. My potions finished. They're always all over the place, and usually I have 100% potions just in case my potions finish, but this time I didn't have. Anyway, back to my tutorial. Very important. If you cannot... Oh my god, look at this group, man. I should have started with this group. If you cannot kill the minions from 4 strikes, I don't think you can do the Hydra. That's why I used critical and piercing hit. I'm gonna show... Oh, whoa, whoa, where are you going, man? I'm gonna show you my critical chance, critical hit chance. That means these finished. So 102. I use critical hit chance even when I kill these dudes. It helps me kill them from 4 strikes and it really makes the difference. Also, I'm gonna show you what I use. 10% for 3 minutes. 10% for 3 minutes. You don't have to have a orange dew. You can have some water like this for penetration. But I got it at a good price. Energy, man, and that's what I want to tell you. It's very important. If you are using energy like 7 energy, energy 7, I don't know what, 7 what, energy 7 what, because there's just energy 10. If you're using energy 7 and you're wondering why you lose the Hydra, maybe that's why. I cannot make the Hydra with these 2 guys if I have energy 7 on the warrior, which is not even the main guy. So the energy matters a lot. It's maybe 15 kk per one piece, but you can do 2 hours of Hydras. That's like, I don't even know, man. So many Hydras. Like, what happened here? I keep getting pushed back, man. God damn it. Too many Hydras, like too many Hydras. maybe 20 Hydra, something like that. So it's worth buying. All right, now we start the run. We go down. We have to go down all the time before the barrier opens. Maybe you saw on the right for the ninja, the barrier opened after I got to the barrier, and that's what you need. That's what you want. It's very important that that happens. If that doesn't happen, probably you will fail the Hydra. That's why positioning them in such a way that you can just start and go forward is better. On my main guy, I also use smelt. I'm not strong enough, so smelt and these energy 10 really make a big difference. So if you're not using them and you want to do the Hydra, but you have most of the things you need, just put those on and man, you're gonna be good. You see, before the barrier opens, and then I go so fast. I go super fast to the Hydra. Also for the second run on the warrior, my dock water always expires because that's the way things are, because I used it before. It takes about 2 minutes to do the minion clear and 1 minute to do the first Hydra. So yeah, remember you use it. And now we wait. I don't even click any buttons. I just look at him. Now we got stunned, but he will attack, and when he does, I'm gonna put some potions. And we just pray I don't get stunned too much. Also, sometimes the Hydra stuns you like 5-6 times, man, which is not usual. I have on both immune to faint, so I don't know. But sometimes the Hydra is just an asshole, and it stuns you too many times and you fail. Flawless. Flawless going down to the Hydra. Even though the HP of the Hydra was not the greatest, I'm confident in this run. 2 minutes and 8 minutes. Always check how many minutes you have for critical and penetration. It's very important, especially the critical one for the main guy. As long as you just keep track of the critical and penetration, and when you see the 30-second mark, you just put your green potion. I'm gonna show you, but I'm kind of late, the damage I give. 14 now. I'll show you the damage in the next Hydra, just so you have an idea. If you don't want to watch, I have a video with what items you need to do the Hydra. If you don't want to watch that one, okay, I did the Hydra a little struggly, but it's done. If you don't want to watch that video, I'll show you how much damage I give, and then you can, oh my god, I'm full. You can figure out yourself what items you need. Also, I don't know if I told you before, but very important, do not read what's on the ground, man. You waste time for no reason. The number of chests you get will not change if you count them. So just pick everything, because everything, also another important thing, some people just pick the chests. You shouldn't pick the chest, you should pick everything. Everything's worth some money, and it helps if you pick everything. All right, the time soon is coming for me to show you how much damage I give. I have to be quick because I want to show you how much I give with the power of ice and how much I give with no power of ice. That's also important. Oh, that was not the greatest start. Come on, okay, I think I can show you with power of ice on the first Hydra. 32, but I see I don't give critical, so it means one of the things expired, man. Good thing I noticed. Thanks to you. So 29, 30, I think this is without, and this guy 22. So that's my damage on the Hydra, and I can do it with no amulets or anything else. Pretty sure it's quite little, like 32, 33. We'll see. I'm gonna do like far away, so I don't have to zoom out so much, and this guy like this. Maybe you can use it from the click also, but nah, not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. It's a little peculiar to see the Hydra this big. Oh, 35, 36 with the power of ice, but doesn't last for too long. 33, 37. Interesting. Okay, back to our normal. You saw how much I give with this guy? 22, I think it was 22, 23. Yep. So that's gonna be it. I think I showed you everything I know. The technique, man, the most important thing. How you go down these stairs. The most very important thing. And I'm not sure if the power of ice activates from when you leave the stairs or from only when you start hitting. If it's from when you leave the stairs, that's not good. But if it's from when you start hitting, that's very good. I will never know. Anyway, boys, this is gonna be it. That's the technique for the Hydra. It's not rocket science, but yeah, there's things you need to know. I figured these things out in many years of making the Hydra. Even now, every time I still learn something new, man. Oh man, I got stunned. God damn it. Don't make me lose this Hydra, man. What the hell? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose the goddamn Hydra, I think. Okay, I'm gonna keep you with me. Pray for me. I'm using all the goddamn potions. That's the last resort. Okay, I did it. When you do some mess up for the last Hydra, you just spam green potions. My last teaching my disciples. You just spam them all. God damn it. Okay, we've done it. Alright, that's gonna be that. You can do the Hydra with the Shaman. For the Shaman, everything stays the same, the technique remains, but you have to give a buff for the second head, because the guy who does the clear, he will have no buff then. So you will give a buff for the second head, and at the end, the Hydra will also... the Hydra debuffs you, but at one point the debuff is going away. Then you can do again a buff from the Shaman. That's a very big advantage if you go in with the Shaman, but every time you lose about 10 KK just for the passing ticket. So it's better if you don't go with the Shaman, but if you go with the Shaman, it's just the 10 KK, that's it. And I guess you have to pay more in refinements in these, because then the Shaman will also, if the Shaman stays on, the refinements will expire. If the Shaman never stays on like me, I never have to worry about any refinements. Another thing, yeah man, forgot to tell, this is an official server, so if somebody is wondering if this is an official server or not, on some servers the monsters are weaker, and on some servers the players are stronger. But on this server the monsters are the strongest and the players are the weakest, so this is the official Romanian server with no buffs, no events, no special things. It's just a plain Metin2 server. So the Hydra is a standard and I am also a standard. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video, and watch my other video. I have another video with Hydra if you want to know what items I have. I showed all the items in the other video. That video was what you need to do the Hydra, so you can watch that one if you really want to know exactly what items I have to do it in 2 guys, or like what alchemy I have. Or you can just guide yourself from my damage and get the same damage. And if you do the Hydra with a spider and a savage minion, that's also very important. Spider, the small spider, stronger than the savage minion. Just a little stronger, but strong enough that I cannot do it if I have 2 savage minions. That's what I want to achieve next, man. The spider is expensive, like 40-50 KK per marble. But because I use it on the main guy, who stays online only like 3 to 4 minutes, it's not such a big deal. But yeah, I would like if I could do with two savage minions. I hope soon. Alright, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and I'll see you soon if you watch any of my other videos. Bye bye.